Hi everyone, thanks for coming back for another Project Pan update. Today is our June update and I've got a lot to tell you, so let's go. Whew, okay, let's try to do this one quick because I am spacing out. So for those of you who don't know, Project Pan is a challenge that makeup lovers like to do where we set a year goal for ourselves to either use up a palette or to hit the pan, the metal pan, underneath some products. Like powders and creams are pressed tightly into this metal pan in the actual palette. So as you use it up, you wear down to that pan and it's exciting, trust me. It's more exciting than it sounds right now. My project pan this year, I'm doing an eyeshadow and 2 blushes, and it was a good month. So let's, let's do the eyeshadow first. I always do the eyeshadow first. Sorry if these lashes are wonky. They're bothering me too. I think they're on their last wear. They're, Kiss Lashes number 11s, and I've been reusing these as much as I could. And I think it's time to throw them out. Anyway, I did a day to night LA Colors palette, 12 pan palette called After Dark. Last month, you can go check out that playlist or that video, but I believe we had 3 pans, one of which had broken. So let's look at it today. Do you see the new pan? We hit pan in this black one. Again, a surprise, I think, because first of all, I think a little bit of it flaked out. I did not use that much black, but I did see a little pan forming, and then a couple uses later and it went down to that much pan. I mean, it's not as much as the purple one, but this one, well, this one technically was first because it broke, then this one, the silver, then the white, and now the black, which I think makes sense. I think those 3 on the outside were the ones I was using the most. I'm trying to like focus on one pan so that I can, you know, work it all the way down and like focus my attention on it so I have a good monthly update. I did have a situation though where I dropped it. It wasn't the reason for the black to break, but I think I dropped it and one of the pans came out. So like I could see that there was a completely blank spot in here, but I couldn't find it for like 5 minutes. I'll show you the clip and I'll show you where it ended up. So my project pan kind of fell into the sink and I was like, please don't break. And I picked it up and noticed that this pan was missing, and it took me a few minutes, but I finally figured out that it had just popped over here. I'm gonna have to glue it in, I guess. I mean, I'm glad it didn't completely break because I'd feel like I was really cheating, but like, the pans are coming out, it's falling apart. Yeah, so it ended up on top of another one. It was like incognito and I couldn't find it. So I super glued that one back in. I don't know or hot glued that one back in. I don't know if the hot glue is going to add any weight to it. I did weigh it and it's been a steady 40 grams. Today though, it did fluctuate between 38 and 40. So maybe I could say 39. A gram is a very small increment. It's like a paperclip weight. And my scale is not the most sensitive in the universe, but I like to see what it is anyway. I tended to use this like in my brows or as eyeliner, so I was using a very thin brush, like down to the center. So I don't know, maybe it kind of like cut off the black there. I mean, I could probably use this second darkest gray here as the same thing. And I use that in my brows, so I don't know, one of the silvers might be next. We'll see. I'm still feeling kind of weird about this. I was really happy to hit the pans and I was just kind of like, whew, I don't have to worry about it as much. Next, I was panning an e.l.f. duo. It's actually a duo blush and highlighter. I call it a blush duo all the time. It's called Guava. Do you see this? We actually hit pan in both.
enough, because there's just a little bit that counts. That counts. Doesn't mean I'm gonna give up on it. But when I was dipping my brush in, I was kind of pushing harder on this side. So that makes a lot of sense to me that that's where the pan started. And so this, I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna see how much it grows. I'm not gonna give up at this point. If I wanted to, technically I hit my goal, so I could like swap another one out, but I'm gonna stay with this one. And surprisingly, the highlighter also hit pan. I think this might have been a little bit of a cheat because this one was repressed, and you know, it being packed in the powder is only as good as what I pressed it as. It wasn't professionally repressed. It was just me trying to save this because I really like the highlight. But regardless, you know, I wore it down. I think wearing it as eyeshadow 1 or 2 times really helped. But I was so surprised to hit pan in both of these this month. Also, the weight was about the same. Last month, it kind of fluctuated between 18 and 20 grams. I have a little gram scale, and I always check the weights with set weights that are used for that. So I know it's accurate at the time. Anyway, hit a pan in the eyeshadow, hit a pan in this blush. So the last product was a cream blush by Basic Beauty called It's October 3rd. Gotta do it, gotta do it. So here's the thing, this had already hit pan, so I was just increasing it and increasing it and increasing it. It's a cream, so it's pretty supple, so you can kind of move it around. So we'd already hit pan in this, but I moved the cream around and now it's covered again. I could literally press it right now and press down to the pan. But basically, I'm not starting over, obviously, because there's a lot less in here, but it was just all up against the outside last month, and I used this little e.l.f. It's actually a putty blush or putty primer e.l.f. brush. So it wasn't picking it up as much on the outside. So let's hit pan again. It'll be fun, I promise. And then the weight of this one, oh, this one I weigh it without the lid. It was pretty much 8 grams. Last month I have a question mark, so maybe it fluctuated a little bit. This month it was fluctuating between 6 and 8 grams, so maybe it's starting to creep down. Maybe not, I don't know. Maybe it's just my imagination. So lots to talk about this month. This was exciting. It's the little things, right? Project panners will know, like, it's just exciting, especially when you're filming it, to have an actual visual update. So I'm happy with this. I've been worried about this palette the entire time. I'm really enjoying the blushes. I've been using them pretty regularly. I'm encouraged by this success. If you're doing a project pan, also called Pan That Palette, this year, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you're panning. Let me know if you've used these products before that I'm pointing to on the table. Check out our whole playlist of this year's project pan. We have a playlist for last year as well. So check it out. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, I just blanked. I can't get the, like, angle right. Wow, did I just dissociate? I don't know. Hi. It's a cream, so it's pretty subtle? Not subtle. Yeah, so lots to do, It's not just dirt bikes that I'm having issues with. There's a big motorcycle enthusiast down the road. Some motorcycle people are absolutely wonderful about the noise. Others seem to want to make as much noise as humanly possible. But then there's also some cars with like weird mufflers and stuff, so like they just like to rev it down this little side street where they could hit somebody and really cause some damage. Anyway,